everybody. We are about to show you a demo of Fairy Tale Campaign Trail from Parakeet Griffin Games. And this is really unique for us because we actually have our first ever prototype. So if you cannot tell by our President Dragon here, it's a pretty self-explanatory theme. We're taking politics, we're taking fantasy, and we're mushing them all together. So, hi, you have McGann up here of the Cat Bus Party.
Up here you've got Shin of the Philandering Bards Party.
Down here you've got Bagel of the Moving Castle Party.
So this game takes the tried and true format of one moderator and the rest of the players being your storytellers, advisors, debaters, whatever you want to call them, and adding the delightful fantasy spin as well as politics.
One more thing, because this is a prototype, we have been told that there are some typos in here, so if you spot them, please leave them in the comments.
And this particular batch may not necessarily reflect the actual end product. There may be more cards, there may be some that get slightly tweaked or modified, some might get removed. We're not sure, but again, everything in here so far has been an absolute riot. We are going to get a set of 5 of each of us of solutions. Okay, now you, moderator, are going to take the top problem card. You're going to draw 3 modifier cards, and then choose one of those modifier cards, and then present us with the problem. Now remember, you are also the moderator, so you need to rein us in and make sure that we don't stray too far off topic.
Okay, so flip over one problem, correct?
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, the children are trying to invent country music. And then you said take 3 modifiers?
Mm-hmm.
And I show them or don't show them?
Do not show them, just choose one of them, and it will become the modifier for this problem.
Alright, you are overly paranoid and panicked.
So is there turns of how we talk, or is it just yell at each other?
The way the prototype rules stated is that the 2 of us are going to get a certain amount of time to be determined by the moderator to essentially put our solution down, explain our platform, and what it is. The initial presentation does not have a limit. You want to go first, or shall I?
No, you can go first.
Okay. The Philandering Bards Party believes the witches. The witches are to blame for this, and who could say otherwise, given that country music is known to be the music of the devil, and the devil is worshipped by who? Witches. So therefore, if we get the witches, we won't have to worry about country music. I am overly paranoid and panicked about the devil, through the witches, getting into our impressionable children. Now one might ask, how do we find a witch? Well, normally you would say you could, build a bridge out of them to determine if they're made of wood. Except that bridges can also be made out of stone. So instead, you have to find out what else floats, but not rocks, or cider, or churches, or lead, or gravy, or apples.
Churches float?
Churches,
churches float!
Mm-hmm. Instead, a duck. So if someone weighs the same as a duck, they are therefore a witch, and should be burned at the stake to prevent our children from trying to invent country music as inspired by the devil. Thank you.
I agree that country music is an absolute sham, shamble, horridness that is plaguing our nation, but you are coming on way too strong to attack the witches of our country that lay down the building blocks of our society. We are built on magic and fantasy alike. We are built on magic and fantasy, and who was there building those blocks? Witches. I think we have a witch-phobic here, trying to dismantle our world as we know it so he can seize the power that he wants. So I say, from the Moving Castle Party, which I represent, we imply magic. Of a lava lamp that can change the vibe of any situation. We have these children carry it in their pockets, and the moment they think, let's pick up a banjo, they immediately get really, really sad. That is what magic is for making things better, not to be shunned out and dismantled by someone who is so arrogant and so thoughtless. Thank you.
I'm gonna say I'm actually impressed how well she played politics there and just, turned it all on you.
Start the timer. But again, your lava lamp solution only says that it changes the vibe. What if they go to something even more vile? Instead of country, they move on to western. Have you ever thought of that?
Do you even know which direction is west?
Now, not your turn, Senator.
No. We need decisive action, and the only way to get decisive action is to get rid of the root of the problem, which in this case is witches. For whatever good they may have done in the past, they are clearly a bad influence on the future generation, and this is simply unacceptable. Do you have a rebuttal, please?
I do.
Wait. Okay, well, am I supposed to keep it running?
Yes.
Oh, so both of you. Not 2 minutes each.
Yes,
2
it
minutes
is
total.
2 minutes back and forth of us trying to
Excuse
dismantle
me.
each other's.
I apologize for stopping you earlier. Go ahead.
How dare you try and lead an actual witch hunt to justify a genocide? You, sir, have no clear idea what you are doing here. It is obvious to everyone with a set of ears and a functioning head that you do not know anything about magic and how it works. West? Do you know what direction west is? I think it's that way.
Right now, I'm not. No, actually, from where we are, it is in fact this way.
up.
However, I did not say genocide or kill the
Genocide?
witches. We say blame the witches,
Blame the witches.
exile them, magic them away, because
oh.
magic is your solution to everything.
That's so rich coming from an elf. How dare you even try? My mother was a witch, I'll have you know.
My father was an elf.
Your father was... I can't say that word.
Look, as philandering bards, we do not want to get rid of witches. We just don't want them here. We want them far off in gingerbread houses in
that's
forests
so-
for us to come upon as a side quest. Side quest
so
that
you
way we
can
can philander
marinate
with
them and eat them easier.
No, so we can philander with them. We are the philandering bards party.
You are a cannibal, witch hunter, genocidal cannibal.
I will not put up with this besmirchment of our characters. We are many things.
There.
We are horn dogs and philanderers and deviants and many things, but we are not.
The magic is so bad.
I love everything
that
about this.
escalated quickly.
I
felt
love
like
everything about this game.
We had a real Thanksgiving.
I'm genuinely concerned that the poor microphone over here has just popped the whole time.
Moderator, who do you think had the better argument here?
I mean, I have to say, I'm sorry, but Bagel was really in tune to this from the start.
Well played, Bagel. Well played. So you will keep the problem card. Keep it right about there while it's still in frame. Here is our modifier discard pile. Here's our solution discard pile. The two of us draw back up to 5 cards. Are the two of you ready?
Are you the new moderator?
Yes.
Okay, then we're gonna spin that to you, babe.
Woo! The problem? The birds all migrated south for the winter, and we can't fletch any arrows. However, sing your argument. I want Moving Castle Party to go first, please.
Now I do propose from the highest standard, where we can go we shall not be flandered. I propose to reflect the issue without much vital tissue, a mirror, a less to be fearer. Let me make this clearer, a mirror to reflect and...
You're doing really
so
good!
You're so good, I'm intimidated.
to reflect and detect, to send all the birds who were heading to the west. West? What rhymes with west? I don't really know. Let's keep going.
You're the best.
Yes.
Cat Bus Party?
So, I have a magic wand, but that magic wand can only conjure chickens, and that solves the problem of no fletchings, because now we can have all the fletchings, and a mirror isn't needed if we have so much birds, and when the birds migrate back to us, you know what we can do with those chicken butts? We'll eat them after they stop laying eggs for a day, because we don't play.
Oh my god. I love everything about this game. Okay.
Do we have to continue singing?
No, I'll be generous on this one. It says sing your argument, so now that we're in the rebuttal and refute phase, your thoughts, Moving Castle Party?
My thoughts are clear as day, clearer than the mirror and how it shines. That the chickens are only going to cause a further problem. Chicken feathers are not only weak, but chickens themselves, once they realize what we're doing, chickens are smart. They will rebuttal. They will fight back.
Chickens are not smart. Chickens are not smart at all.
Chickens will eat snakes.
Now, Cat Bus Party. Try. We'll get back to you, Moving Castle. Please wrap it up, though.
Yes, we need a big variety of feathers that can only be countered with a mirror that will send them back to us. Do you know how hard it is going to be once these birds actually come back with all these chickens taking up all the space? We can't.
That is a fair point. Your rebuttal
can't.
No. Your rebuttal can't. I'm the moderator. Candidate. Cat Bus Party. Your response to that. We got to keep this going.
We have a way to solve this, because once the chickens are no longer useful to us, or if there are too many birds fouling up the place, we can just...
Oh, solid pun.
We can just get rid of them by eating them. And now we have solved two problems. We have solved a lack of flesh, and we have solved citywide hunger.
Now, Cat Bus Party, do these in fact taste like chicken?
Do they?
Assumably, yes, but until I conjure them, I cannot be for sure. I assure you, though,
Moving Castle Party. Moving Castle Party. Please continue.
Are we going to bet all of our resources on her when she doesn't even have any firm answers to confirm what she's talking about?
The mirror breaks.
The mirror can at least bring us enough to get through the winter alone. You are bringing us a secondary problem that we cannot solve.
It's not a problem. It's deliciousness.
Deliciousness? What about...
I already have a deal with Cane's and Kentucky Fried Chicken.
What if you make so many chickens we can't even figure out which ones were made from the magic and which ones belong to farmers? What if we end up killing every chicken that belongs to somebody else? That is profit that is lost from our people.
That is a fair point.
And you know what?
Cat Bus Party.
The farmers will be overrun with chickens. They'll make so much money. They'll love us forever till the end of time. The mirror will break.
It would be so easy.
We are at time. Oh my! I do believe that the conjuring chickens, I believe, was the much stronger solution on this one.
The anger in her face over here at the house.
You made excellent arguments. I believe that Miggs properly refuted and did very well with all of them. But that's just my opinion, and I'm the moderator, so here is a...
blue card.
Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Okay, so it is your turn to moderate. So here are 3 modifier
She's gotta
cards.
flip her problem over first.
What is our problem?
Our problem is town quests are too high level and we're overrun with ghosts. That's not a problem. Of adventurers who attempted them. But you have to explain where the funding will come from. I think Cat Bus Party will go first.
Alright, well I have a very easy solution for this. We will dress those ghosts in fancy clothes, because people love to come from out of town to see ghosts and hear the ghost stories, but they don't want to see like the peasant ghosts. They want to see the really enriched ones in the fancy mansions. So we will just eat the rich, take their houses, and put fancy clothed ghosts in there to handle the problem, and we will pay for this through the funds of the rich who we just ate and decapitated.
But we are the rich.
I come from poor stock. We cat bus folk live in the woods.
Jeez.
Well, I'm sorry, not all of us have castles, let alone moving ones. Your privilege is showing. Well, the thing is, that does not offer an actual solution to the problem. I offer you a real solution, not just, oh, we're going to take this problem and try and put some fresh paint over top of it. I am going to hire a detective that will not only get to the bottom of why this area is so high level that it is making it completely inaccessible to the lower level parties and adventurers, but this detective is also something else, and that is, as is clearly seen, a high-level dragon. And how am I going to pay for this? The dragon, as it solves the problem, will hoard all the wealth from these high-level encounters, and then will make one giant, mega high-level encounter that will attract the most high-level players, and that will bring all of their funding, all their magic gear and equipment into our town, and when they eventually slay the detective, who is also a fire-breathing dragon, then all the riches that the dragon accrued in solving the first problem will then be rained down upon the town. Everything will be paid for.
Answer me this, is your solution just to hire a dragon to kill the lower level beasts and then become the highest level beast so that he himself can be killed?
But he'll also find out why it's happening, and he'll be grateful to do it because he's a dragon, and we all know dragons love treasure.
You both can start your arguments.
I don't think I need to offer any other argument against this particular...
Funding.
This particular plan. Where's the funding going to come from to buy these in the first place?
From the rich. We are going to take their wealth as we take their mansions to let the ghosts stay there so that they're not bothering us in the town. It's only bothering 1 or 2 people who are so rich they can afford to die.
You're making... I don't believe this. You're making me defend the rich. Our wealthy done nothing wrong, tax-paying rich people.
You know how they got there. You know how they got there.
Maybe they were high-level adventurers one day.
The cat bus party cannot be bought like the philandering bards apparently can.
Hey, the philandering bards party does not value money. It values philandering.
While we're talking about detectives, maybe they should look into your past a little bit over here.
Hey, we are talking about this.
How many of those ghosts are you personally responsible for?
I'm not responsible for ghosts. I'm responsible for satisfying ghosts. We are the philandering bard party. No. I will not be shamed. I will not be shamed.
Define satisfied.
Sir.
No, we are not going to define this right now.
Did your people not sing the praises of these quests to draw all these inexperienced noobs into town and ultimately lure them to their doom? Philandering bards are terrible people. Vote for them as a vote for your own demise.
You see, we may be terrible people, but we offer actual solutions to your problems.
To the problems, your problems, sir, not my problems. I did not make this mess. I make fancy clothes.
No, the problem is that these quests are too high level. We need to find out why they are too high level.
Because you do not
address the high level. You do not address the high level problem.
You are attracting
This is going to be a consistent problem. Consistent problems unsolved. You are putting putting a fresh coat of paint over a problem and trying to dress it up as something it's not.
Stop it.
My gosh. I got a bit too in character there.
That got so out of hand.
You're not moderating us enough.
I tried. You yelled over me.
No, it is like modern discourse, isn't it?
I feel like you make more problems than you solve with that.
We're very good at that.
Boom.
My, oh my.
Okay, one solution for me, one for you.
Our mascot died, and we need something to take its place before the game this weekend. And modifier, players must use 2 cards together to present their argument. Let's hear from the philanderers.
The solution to this is obvious. We simply need a new mascot. One that is invigorating, one that is exciting, but one that is also a bit more indestructible. So, I propose that we take the native owls that regurgitate explosive pellets, which we all love because they're great for tilling fields, and then we combine it with the power of a boomerang that doesn't come back but also never stops. It is therefore unstoppable, and we can call it the Hoo-merangs.
It never comes back, so don't we just lose another mascot?
It doesn't return. It cycles all the way around. It will always come back. All we need to do is find out what schedule it's on and schedule all of our home games for when it passes back overhead. And we'll know it passes back overhead because it will regurgitate the explosive pellets and boom, 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 boom. Everyone cheers. It's like a built-in fireworks show that cannot be stopped. We never have to worry about slaying our mascot ever again.
And
it's brilliant. This is not your time. This is my time.
How fast does this boomerang travel? We have a season to contend with.
That's okay. Just a couple quickening spells. We can adjust as need be. We can dispel magic until it gets to the exact speed to make sure that we'll arrive every Friday night like clockwork.
Bagel.
Well...
I'm sorry, you mean the Moving Castle Party?
She is the representative of the Moving Castle Party.
You arrogant buffoon. That solution that he presented can only cause more problems down the line that he's clearly not thinking about. So my solution is Jerry, the prank-calling... my pet pigeon, who I have trained to have a very unique trait. He prank calls other people with spam, and it's quite delightful, but everyone knows that pigeons, they're not exactly the most, delectable bird in the sky, but with this potion, we can make anyone believe that he's good enough to eat. With that, it just makes him that much more charming, like, oh, we love you so much. I bet you taste so sweet under there, my little guy. And what's more iconic? A bird that could blow your house up? Or a bird that checks in on you once in a while?
I have a little issue there with having a mascot that people want to eat.
It draws attention.
But if they're eating our mascot...
They won't eat him, they'll eat his brethren. Featherin, sorry.
You know what? I'm just gonna let you two... I don't know how you both ended up with birds, but...
This is obviously a complete fool's errand. We just saw what happened. We have what looks to be a pigeon adjacent, probably a poor raven or a crow, that was felled by arrows, probably from all those arrows that we fletched with those chickens earlier.
And no one likes change. Change is scary. That's why we get another pigeon, but we make him more interesting.
These are already our native species.
I don't care. That species, with what you are suggesting, it is malleant horseplay at best. with that boomerang, not only is it going to be hard to
Who meringue?
Boomerang! Who cares? Who cares? Really, tell me, who cares? With that boomerang, and it's implied to have dropped little bombs in the sky for fireworks. You clearly do not think about how we are reaching new heights. We are reaching the skies with our buildings. What about the dragons? What if it hits our native species? What if it hits our native buildings?
You are once again appealing to the bourgeoisie, because not everyone out here has...
the bourgeoisie!
No, not everyone out here has
Flutes
cell
are
phones.
expensive!
Exactly, phones are expensive. Not everyone.
I said flutes. You keep trying to turn the tables to distract from your
Phones are expensive.
own.
Not everyone has a phone. You
Anyone
want it to be
can conjure a
You want this
phone.
to be some kind of all-encompassing. Oh, it's a mascot for everyone. Anyone can have their backyard tilled by my explosive owl belt, but not everyone
can
get
exploded by it as well.
And
do you have any idea how much destruction that will cause? How much our treasury
No,
will suffer
because it won't.
because
because
of
it will
your
be,
arrogance.
Because it will be timed specifically to travel only on Friday nights. There'll be like
When
fireworks.
everyone
will
do you
love them.
realize how many things commute? Do you realize dragons, griffins, fairies, you name it, they all fly? What if they get hit by your arrogance, by this owl who might not see them? Do you have any idea
I can
how
only hope-
badly this
I
could
can
mangle
only-
our citizens?
I can only
You
hope
have
that your
no
pigeon,
clear plan, and it shows,
is the
you
one beneath
arrogant
it.
buffoon.
You need to do more moderating. I hope your
Done.
pigeon is the one
You're
beneath
done.
it.
You're done. It's enough.
And it will be delicious after it's been cooked by my fireworks.
So I have a mascot that our own team is going to want to rip apart and eat, and then I have an owl that's going to kill half the people on the field.
You're saying it like it's a nuclear explosion. There might be just a little pop.
Oh my god!
It could be fireworks.
What
It
if
could
a
be
baby
amazing.
chokes on it?
I'm going to say
Chokes on the pigeon that looks delicious? Yes, I think that is a problem.
no one deserves to win. But I have been to enough high school football games where I know the other team tears apart the mascot for fun, and you are encouraging us to tear apart our own mascot, so thereby, I guess, murder our own team instead.
Okay, today's problem is the local hermit has mysteriously and suddenly become a social butterfly. You are all in a horror movie and just trying to survive.
Who starts?
Cat bus party.
Well, I know I don't have much time before he catches up with me. I know he's close, but I think for this butterfly, you throw a festival for it. You have a whole party. We can make, oh gosh, where is he? I lost sight of him. Oh, Timmy!
I'm about to not have any competition.
Oh, Timmy, no!
You are also in a horror movie and just trying to survive.
We are throwing a festival for the social butterfly, and we will have tickets that we sell, and we will have other local towns that will come to see how can we make our hermit into a reasonable person who loves animals and other humans. And oh my gosh, did you just see his head get squashed? Hermit, no!
Do I have the floor, cat bus party?
You may take the floor.
Okay, moving castle party.
Yes, as the logical one here, I know that fear will be your enemy and death its consequence. And as it's seen here, that she is trying to bring fear to our people to try and control them.
You are also in a horror movie, mind you.
Yes, but I am not foolish enough to let fear consume me. I know my life is worth the life of my people. So I suggest we hire a band of adventurers who are trained in such a matter. They
Amateur adventurers, I believe is what it says.
Shut up. Nuh-uh.
Oh yes, the very convincing power of nuh-uh.
Was it the moving castle party that brought all those people here for the quests that were too high?
Oh, no. That ship has sailed. Shush. These adventurers have much more ambition and skill and tools necessary to catch this man and show him that we will not be scared of him. Them being amateurs is at least them having a little bit of experience. We do not have that. We cannot make empty promises to our people. We cannot subject them to that kind of mental torture forever. So, adventurers, as we have them, they can go, they can catch, and they can make sure that we never have to feel like that again. And may I say that, throwing a festival for him, he's a killer.
And your rebuttal?
You are going to get all of those amateur adventurers destroyed because you want people as ghosts filling your castles. This is all a ploy for you to get more income for yourselves from the market of people that want to come see ghost haunted places.
You're the only one who thinks people want to see that. It's really ridiculous. Anyway,
I want a festival for the whole town.
I say that you're trying to profit from any ghost that may come here. You have a festival for it.
There are no ghosts.
Festival.
There are no ghosts. You are killing these
They will
monsters.
become ghosts. You have a whole loud festival when someone is trying to kill our people, kill our animals, kill us. And you keep...
He is a hermit. He is friendly.
Exactly, so he does not know how to catch anyone. But if we are all crowded in stands in
Well,
one
that's
place, it is so much easier to kill us with bombs, knives, sneak attacks. But
Okay,
he can
okay,
turn-
okay.
We're having a
That
witch
is-
hunt against Barry.
That is a fair point. A festival will make for a lot of very easy targets. How do you plan to counter that?
It is a good-willed natured event, and people will not come in masses for bad intent. Yes, there will always be harm doers,
The
but
masses won't. The masses won't. But the killer will. If there is one killer trying to go off after several villagers, peasants who have no idea how to fight, they're bakers, they're farmers, they do everything. And yet, the adventurers who at least have an idea of how
Barry
to
is
stop
here
him.
for us. Barry's
Trying to kill us!
Barry loves us all. Look at those
Now.
animals.
Barry loves our flesh.
However, what if it turns out this is one of those subterfuge murder mystery plots, and the hermit is only being you're only led to believe he's the actual killer, but the actual killer is someone else?
Can we really take that chance? If we can at least detain him, that will make us 1,000 times
There's a
safer.
festival
If
around
there's a
Barry.
festival,
If
we
there's
will
a festival,
lose. We will lose
him
him.
the entire time. There'll be 1,000 eyes
No,
on
we
this
won't.
man.
I don't think you've ever been in charge of a festival before. I live in a castle. I know how crowded these things get. I live in a castle. I have like
How
60
many ghosts are in that castle?
Only the one, and I have like 30 kids.
Time. I'm going to explain how I have come to my decision. The moment you say something like, I'm not going to succumb to fear, makes me feel like you're the next victim. I'm sorry, but Migs is giving so much final girl energy. She's so
Before you
scared.
finalize your answer.
She's so scared, she just knows that she's going to end up being the last one that somehow managed to take out the killer, but is unfortunately probably stuck with the hermit for the next several weeks as they're trying to clean up the whole thing.
Or fear will consume her and she will trip on a log. Would you rather her
That would
survive?
heighten my senses, madam. Not dull them.
Would you rather her be surviving in the cost of all our people, or would you rather me not survive and save all our people?
Oh, excuse me.
Out of
I'm
reach.
sorry.
We can't keep giving her cards.
Deep breaths. You two are very hard to moderate.
Our problem is a band of goblins won't stop stealing people's shoes. But you're all surfer bros. Cat Bus, you may begin.
All right, so I've totally got this problem solved. I feel like I'm not quite getting into the vibe here of a surfer bro, but that's okay, because these goblins are stealing shoes and they won't stop. So what we're going to do is we're going to send in a hero, and that's that one all-powerful wizard's useless apprentice, Kevin. We're going to tell him, brah, that, like, we want him to go save the day, but really, he's just going to go in there and muck it all up and end up, like, offing those goblins by accident when he is supposed to, like, discharge. And either way, hear me out. If Kevin doesn't end the goblins and the goblins end Kevin instead, it's still a win-win. It's still a win-win.
Do you know Kevin personally?
Whoa, like, my bros. The problem is, once again, if they off the Kevin, it does not solve the problem. Everyone here talks about their own solutions that don't solve the problem. I know this man. He trains wyverns. These wyverns, we can have them sniff out any one item. All these goblins, you see, they're taking these shoes back to their goblin lair. They're trying to do that dragon horde thing with them. And the wyvern will sniff them out, and wyvern will eat them. Therefore, we find the shoes, recover the giant shoe horde, and get rid of the goblins. Both problems we have. Whoa, that was cool. Do you guys see that over there? I'm sorry, what are we talking about? Oh, the wyvern. Yeah, you see the wyvern? The wyvern is going to find the shoes and the goblins, and will take care of these problems. Are
you suggesting
that
the goblins and our wyvern have a foot fetish of some kind?
The wyvern can be, like, trained to do that?
Brah, are you
Look,
even
I will give you
brah?
I will give you the
But,
bra.
like, I think you're a little toked, brah. I don't think you're a surfer, brah.
If you're gonna get out in the waves, you gotta be proper loosey-goosey. You gotta
I
just
think that's how
let
you
it
end up
ride.
under the
Is that how you
Let it
train the
ride.
wyvern?
Let it ride. It is so hard to be a philandering bard and a surfer bro, but somehow this guy gets it. This guy has the solution. Are we supposed to be timing this?
Not yet. I mean, I feel like with what you just said, we shouldn't let you have a wyvern. I feel like you do unsavory things. Okay, let's start this debate.
Now you see again, Kevin's a good dude. Sometimes hooks me up. I like hanging out with him, but he's not reliable. And she's right. If the goblins end up offing him, I mean, nobody's going to miss Kevin, but we still have the goblin stealing the shoes problem, my bro.
Look though. Dude, Kevin's already set himself on fire, so he's already, like, halfway to being a fireball, right? And that way, we just, like, throw him at the goblins. And if he goes too, like, who's the poorer for it?
But, like, see, the goblins won't stop stealing the shoes, even when they're on fire. Then they're running into people's houses while on fire to steal shoes.
But if we bring in the wyverns, dude, then we got
it's
a
just
wyvern
the
problem.
one.
But
it's not a problem.
What if it lays eggs?
Then that's his business. Or her business.
No.
Or their business.
No.
So you're being unreasonable. You're going against nature. Nature says,
I don't
let
want
it
a Jurassic
be.
Park in my beach town, man. That's gonna
Jurassic.
kill the vibe.
We literally live in a fantasy world
What's
that's
Jurassic
full of wyverns and dragons. We live Jurassic Park every day, my bro.
Man, I'm just saying,
you're making
like,
no sense.
The goblins are a minor inconvenience. The wyvern's gonna eat people.
No, the wyvern's going to eat the goblins.
Nah, bro.
What?
No, absolutely.
Okay, does the wyvern eat flesh?
Maybe like it's like a Friday thing.
Describe the diet of the wyvern.
You see, the wyvern, it eats goblins, especially goblins and their tasty, tender green meat, and berries. Everyone eats berries, and not like somebody named Barry, like actual berries.
Our poor hermit, man. Our poor hermit.
No. You see, he's trained. He can sniff out anyone. He's gone to obedience school. He's got an MBA.
Guys, eat something,
stop. I feel like I lost brain cells listening to both of you. I feel like I got dumber out of this debate.
That was certainly not easy. Who do you think made the better argument in that one, moderator?
Neither of you. You're both terrible.
Doesn't matter.
Just because I don't want her to win.
So the compellingness of my argument is irrelevant compared to Mom mustn't win.
Of the moving castle party.
Well, that was a very interesting one to end on. Normally, 3 players do go on for 3 rounds. This one's running a bit long, but this is so much fun.
And again, I will remind you, this is Fairy Tale Campaign Trail. If I remember correctly, it is coming to Kickstarter soon, but it is not publicly available yet. But again, I am so excited that we have this prototype. I think it's really fun. I think the art is really quirky and fun. I think that this is a concept that, as you can see, people can get into it really easily. Because this is running long and I'm a human being that has to edit all of these videos. We're going to cut it here, and I'm just going to call myself the winner. That wasn't advantageous at all, no.
Good job. Good job, dear. I'm very proud of you.
Shin. No, the other one.
Anyways, don't forget to like, subscribe.
No, we tied.
Anyways, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. All that good stuff is free for you and really helps all of us out. And remember,
the family that plays together stays together. Thanks, everyone. Have a good night.
if you had fun watching today's video, don't forget to subscribe so that you can see more, and let us know in the comments what other videos you might want to see in the future. Also, don't forget to check out our other channel, The Fangirl, where we talk about all kinds of movies, TV shows, and even books and comics. But viewer discretion is advised. See you next time, Fanily members!